Alrighty. Let's see what's going on. Trials, right? Ooh, that's tempting. What's going on? Prismatic Trial today. Honor, Enigma, Chaos, Dissonance, Sacrifice. Ugh. I don't think I want to deal with that. Pick back in an hour. Okay. What am I playing? I want to get the Commando knocked out. Yeah, why not, right? Okay. Hey, Zach, how goes? Energy drink, not exactly what I'm looking for. There's the other one. Is the basic the Commando's the character that's first unlocked, so he's the kind of the first character you would generally see as a single player character, but he's not really a basic character. Like, he's kind of an all-arounder, honestly, but he's not really what I consider to be basic. You kind of got to get used to how he moves, I guess. Okay, that's good. We like that. Or on this level. Yeah, the Commando is the characters that you start with. And everybody else has to be unlocked. So his left click, which is what you're going to see me use the most of, is just this kind of automatic fire from his two pistols. You know, infinite range, which is nice. Fires relatively fast. The damage is nothing to really write home about on that attack, but, you know, he's got some good stuff. His right click is really going to depend on if you have... So, you know, naturally you can get upgraded or alternate moves. So his right click starts out as this kind of line drive, this kind of laser that shoots out from him. It's able to go through enemies. It's able to go through, It's able to go through enemies. It's able to go through terrain. And it's a good move, but I prefer his alternate, which basically has him shoot 2 shotgun blasts, which I find to be very useful because generally in Risk of Rain, enemies are always going to be kind of coming straight towards you. There's not going to be a lot of times where they're kind of away from you. So I do find that the double shotgun blast tends to be a little bit better than the line drive later on, just because of the, you know, really powerful, like, elite enemies that you're going to see a lot of the time. His utility skill is one of 2 things. When you first start getting him, his utility skill is a dodge roll, which has some good distance to it, but you can't attack while you're doing it, so it leaves a little bit to be desired in terms of, like, actually getting something out of your mobility. His upgraded one is the tactical slide that you see me using here. The tactical slide has some good distance to it, and kind of more importantly than that, you can fire and attack while the tactical slide is up. Ooh, hey, nice. So it kind of allows me to move around the battlefield and dodge attacks while simultaneously not getting hit. And he has 2 ultimates. The one that you're going to see me using right now is going to be his rapid fire attack. It's kind of the same attack he had in Risk of Rain 1. He rapidly shoots one of his guns towards a target, and that target is stunned while he attacks, which is incredibly useful. His alternate version is a grenade, and I haven't tried the grenade. I don't think I'm gonna bother trying it, honestly, because I don't really like the idea of giving up that stun. But it's nice to have. Other thing with the tactical slide is that if you happen to be in the air when you use tactical slide, it is a small jetpack that he uses, which will give him a little bit of upward momentum, which can be kind of useful, especially if you're trying to platform around the terrain. Okay. Okie dokie then. Item-wise, we have a pretty decent setup. It's not what I'd want in a start of a run, unfortunately. Okay, I take it back. Now it's what I want start of a run. So the energy drink is going to allow me to move faster when I'm outside of combat, or when I'm just flat sprinting, which is what I'm doing now. Yep, Recycler early is nice. War Banner every time I level up, or every time I start the Teleporter event, whichever one. I get a War Banner put down that increases my attack speed and my movement speed. Nice. The backup mag gives me a second charge of my secondary skill, which on the Commando is actually really nice. That means I get 2 shotgun blasts instead of just 1. Who am I fighting? Beetle Queen. Please no. Okay, cool. I need to kind of be prepared to move a little bit if she decides to go for that attack. I have no dodge right now. Okay, she's dead. What did she give me? I will take the Queen's Gland, sure. So I also have missiles. Every time I open up or just kind of interact with any interactable, the missiles will fire out, automatically seek on enemies, do a fair amount of damage. The Amber Brooch is giving me that yellow shield that you see every time I get a kill on anything, which adds up over time. Very good to keep me alive. It's probably what kept me alive through those multiple attacks with the Beetle Queen that were, those were not pleasant attacks. Stun Grenade has a chance of stunning my enemies as we go. As I attack them. Soldier Syringe, increasing my attack speed. Not only good for my basic attack, because it is excellent for my basic attack, but that also affects my ultimate. It actually causes me to fire more shots when I use my ultimate. Oh, there is a blue portal. Oh well. People let me through. Queen's Gland summons one of the Queen's Warriors that is on my side, attacks enemies. Generally a very useful thing to have. It's this guy right here. If he happens to die, he'll respawn within 30 seconds. And like you saw, I have the Recycler, so basically the D6 from the Binding of Isaac. I will be able to re-roll an item once. If I didn't get what I want, I can re-roll it once and hopefully get something that I'm more interested in. Like that. Focus Crystal gives you increased damage if enemies are in close range, but I don't really want enemies to be in close range. Yes, I have the shotgun effect, but that's not really something I'm looking for. But re-rolling it into crit glasses is just generally awesome. Right now, we're mostly waiting for enemies to spawn so I can get money. We have a lot of chests and such available to us right now that I would love to be opening. I just need enemies to spawn and allow me to start opening some of the stuff. There is a medium-sized chest back there that I very much want to open up. I'm going to go ahead and just reroll the War Banner. Got Gasoline, which is not bad. So Gasoline says when I kill an enemy, other enemies nearby get lit on fire. Just a small damage over time effect, which is kind of useful. Yeah, like I said, he's not really basic as much as he is an all-arounder. So there's not really any one thing he's good at. He's got decent mobility, he's got decent damage, he just kind of does his own thing. We get... Sure, I'll take Chronobauble. So Chronobauble, when I attack enemies, it'll slow them down. Monster Tooth Necklace, when I kill an enemy, they will drop a small green bubble. And if I pick that up, I will get a certain percentage of my health back. So we got some survivability now into the build, which is fantastic. Armor-piercing rounds, also good. So armor-piercing rounds is going to give me a flat 20% damage up versus any boss enemies. This not only counts bosses that spawn during a teleporter event, it counts all bosses. So if a boss randomly spawns on its own, if I, hit a combat shrine and a boss spawns, all of that counts. Any enemy designated as boss in the game. I want to go up here, please. Thank you. Paul's Goat Hoof, also a fantastic item. Just flat increases my base movement speed. Oh, yeah, you're talking about multi with the wheels. At least I think that's what you're talking about. You might be talking about the engineer and his turrets. Towards the center. Got some shops over there. I see a 3D printer. 3D printer with rusted key. I think I can go ahead and skip that pretty safely. Turret with wheels. Yeah, you're probably talking about multi. Yes. So Runald's Band, if I do a certain percentage of my maximum damage, specifically I think it's 400%, okay, I heard you. Where are you? Oh, you're down here. Okay. So if I do a certain percentage of my maximum damage, the band will activate, and we'll do a fairly nice explosion. This one's going to be an ice explosion, and that does slow enemies. Useful skills. So I'm going to get rid of an item. I'm going to get rid of the armor-piercing rounds. I'm also going to get rid of the energy drink. Energy drink I don't find a lot of use out of. Honestly, I'd rather get just base movement speed upgrade than a sprinting upgrade. So I don't have a problem getting rid of that. The armor-piercing rounds are definitely good, but I might be able to get something a little bit more interesting to me in the near future when I find more 3D printers. So I'd like to just get rid of that while I'm here. I can always get more later. I'm not really worried about that. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, we're going to have to come back for that because that's becoming extremely expensive. You know what? I might as well toss... All right, I might as well get one of these because it just gives me literally a free item. Like, I'm giving up one item to get multiple items over the course of the run. So, not bad. Do I want a drone? Can I get the money together quickly to get it? Yeah, sure, why not? There were 2 shops over here that I want to check out. What do we got? I see personal shield generator. The personal shield generator is definitely interesting. The health kit's definitely interesting. So I think I know what I'm getting out of both those. No real need to reroll either one. And naturally, just picking this stuff up does cause missiles to come out, which will attack my opponents. It's nice to have. But snag. Shield generator. Let's see. With the money I have, I might as well activate that. Under the water. Okay, we're almost done with this floor. I always find, like, the wetland aspect always takes just forever to explore. It's such a large area. Absolutely. Yeah, attack speed is absolutely awesome with this character. Generally, you want attack speed on every character in the game, but the Commando absolutely wants attack speed. Both his basic attacks and his ultimate scale with it. So his basic attacks, you know, he shoots more often naturally, but his ultimate actually does shoot more bullets in its time, the higher his attack speed is. So he really likes attack speed. Interesting. Ooh. Okay, hold on. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Okay. Not exactly how I want that to go down, but I'll take it. I was hoping I could re-roll that into something different. So, the Bud gave me a lunar item, and it was an Effigy of Grief, which is an active item. I'm pretty happy with my current active item, believe it or not. So, the thing next to it, however, is a, I forget the exact name of it. I think it's called a cleansing pool. And cleansing pools allow you to put in a lunar item, and in return get either a pearl or a radiant pearl. Pearls give you a health increase, and a radiant pearl gives you an all stats increase. Which would have been awesome, but we didn't get it. Looks like there's 2 Beetle Queens active, right? Yes, there is. Okay. Wondering why the health was going down so slow. Ow. So that attack that you saw just now, that's the Beetle Queen's, like, big, super damaging attack. She does spawn all of these little, Sure. She does spawn all of these bugs that apply a, slowing debuff to you. I believe it's slow movement speed, and it's slowing attack speed. Kind of a pain in the butt, so we don't want to have to deal with that. Pretty easy to dodge, though, because all it is just this AoE that you just kind of stay out of. Little Disciple's a pretty awesome pickup, and especially when I'm going to be moving around. Little Disciple says that as long as I am sprinting, I will shoot out small little homing bullets like that. And that's kind of a cool thing, too, because she gave me the option to get a Queen's Guard, which, you know, is not bad or anything like that. I don't mind the idea of having another Queen's Gland, but re-rolling it could have gotten me a lot of other interesting boss items, and because Recycler always re-rolls within the same style, so it rerolls boss items into other boss items. That sucks. There was a chance that I could have gotten, you know, one of a lot of other things. Little Disciple's not bad. So as long as I'm sprinting, which I will be doing a lot over the course of the remainder of the run, I'm just kind of shooting out constant little attacks. And that just kind of helps as I go. Spawning in Scorched Acres, not my favorite of the two levels that we could be getting. Scorched Acres is okay, don't get me wrong, but it's really partitioned off. So it's very hard to clear all of Scorched Acres. Let's see, I could use my other scrap to get another backup magazine, which is not a bad idea, actually, now that I think about it. There is an equipment drone here, so if I'm able to get my hands on a piece of equipment that I don't want to have on me at all times. Okay, that's going to help. That could work out. Equipment drones just kind of actively use the equipment that you have, but it's kind of pointless to put Recycler into an equipment drone. Red Whip says as long as I am out of combat, I move faster, and you'll know that Red Whip's active when you hear that little whipping sound. There's Little Disciple doing some good work there. This Chance Shrine is just not paying out. That 3D printer's just kind of staring me in the face. I think I'm going to go for it. I could re-roll the backup mag, but I'm pretty solidly comfortable with a backup mag. Okay, I picked up the Repulsion armor plate. That's going to be a flat -5 to all damage that I take from here on out. Which is good very early on, but enemies scale very, very fast. That's only going to be good for a certain period of time, and then it just kind of falls off. But hey, if you got nothing else to get, not a bad thing to stack. Is that another backup mag 3D printer? Is. Huh. Fortunately, backup mags are only so good. So, I'm not going to pretend like I'm very happy to see that. There's a lot of other items I would have preferred to see. I've been passing on getting the meat. Meat's a decent item. Every time you kill an enemy, it increases your passive health regen by, I think it's 2 HP per second per stack of meat. Problem is, that's a very low amount, really. And then killing another enemy doesn't increase the regen, it just resets the timer. So it's just kind of one of those things, it's like, I can do better than this, and with Recycler, I kind of don't have a reason not to try for something better than that. I also passed up on the Cautious Slug for basically the exact same reason. Cautious Slug, when you're out of combat, increases passive health regen by, once again, I believe it's 2 HP per second. And, you know, that's not very much. If you kind of compare that to the Amber Brooch, which that's what I picked up, right? No, the Personal Shield Generator. Personal Shield Generator is definitely giving me some just kind of... It's also giving me passive health, if you really think about it. It's just giving, you know, it's giving me less over time, but it's giving me more up front. And I think I like the more up front. The other thing about the Shield Generator is that unlike the unlike the meter or anything like that, the shield generator is actually percentage-based, which is kind of awesome. So as I gain more health as I level up, the shield generator will actually give me effectively more health over time. Whereas the Cautious Slug is just a flat, 2 HP per second increase. Same with the raw meat. So I find the shield generator tends to be a little bit better. Problem is you have to not take a hit for something like 7 seconds for shield generator recharge, which can be a little bit of a problem. I will absolutely take another goat hoof. I like moving faster. Okay, so what do we have? Okay, first of all, let's take care of you. Then I want to see what's in that shop, because I could go get... Sure. This is what we're going to do. We are going to temporarily pick up the Royal Capacitor, and I'm going to go do a big ol' walk around. We picked up basically everything behind us, so I'm not going to really gain any bonuses from walking back, except for the fact that there was a, equipment drone back here. So I'm going to give this item to the equipment drone. The Royal Capacitor is kind of an awesome item that just not randomly, it shoots lightning at whoever your target happens to be, and the lightning does a shit ton of damage. So what this ends up meaning is that now I have a drone that will just passively shoot lightning at people. And since that wasn't an item I was going to use anyways, I basically lose nothing out of it. Technically, I lose a little bit of money for buying it. I lose a little bit of time for having to run back and pick up the drone. But those lightning bolts do a decent percentage of boss health. So, ends up... oh, there's the lockbox. Ends up being worth it. I'll pick up another stun grenade. That's fine. If I remember correctly, and I might not be remembering correctly... the stun grenade actually is an additive bonus. It does actually eventually get you 100% stun chance, which is kind of hot if you think about it. I don't know how many of them you have to stack to get 100% stun chance. Warhorn isn't exactly an amazing ability for me to have. It does increase my attack speed by an awful lot when I use my active item. Problem is, my active item is not one that I can just kind of use whenever I want. Sure. So I'll get some attack speed occasionally, so maybe in the middle of the teleporter event as I'm kind of recycling something. Problem is, I have to recycle something to use the Warhorn right now. Eventually, I'll probably skip out on the recycler. That, sound you heard was the Warhorn activating. So yeah, eventually I might, like, skip out on the recycler and get something else. Yeah, the beetle might die. It respawns after 30 seconds, so I'm not too worried about the beetle dying right now. I'm worried about me dying. Imp Overlord, where are you? Like I said, we have effectively unlimited range on the pistols, so I can just kind of keep on hitting this Imp Overlord from a distance. Every time he vanishes, I'll just switch sides. Where is he? He's upstairs? Oh, hey, you're not mine. And you're not mine either. More worried about the Imp Overlord than basically any other enemy. He has this obnoxious ground-based, like, flurry of attacks that he'll do. And that flurry does a crap ton of damage. Okay, that could have been really bad. I'm glad that ended the way it did. I'll take the Rose Bucklers. The Rose Buckler stacks really well with the little Disciple that we have. Basically what it says is that when I'm sprinting, I take a flat damage reduction, which I'm using a lot. Yeah, the drone is nice. The only problem is that the drones get very fragile in these runs, especially given what difficulty we're on. Did I not? There we go. So it's very likely that this equipment drone's gonna die, you know, in the very, very near future, especially on level 4. So definitely, definitely possible. But until then, it's going to be just killing people, and I appreciate that. That's a boss over there. I kind of want to go deal with that as early as I can. What is this? Cautious Slug. I don't care. That's a boss over there. Okay. Go kind of deal with these. These bosses deal a fair amount of damage. I really don't want to have to deal with them, and they spawn these obnoxious little orbs that deal kind of like constant damage. That lightning strike you saw, that was my drone just now. Let me out of there. Okay. Yep, so there's my drone hitting with lightning strike. As I said, that lightning strike is pretty darn powerful. It does a fair bit of damage. Enough time steady, giving me a chance to just flat ignore damage. I'm mostly just trying to get rid of these bosses, so that way they're not, like, all over me. There we go. Okay. I'm less worried about other enemies that can spawn. Like, there are definitely enemies that worry me that could spawn around me. But you can kind of see the health of my equipment drone right now. Definitely are other enemies that could spawn around that could worry me, that could cause me trouble, but the bosses were kind of the two big ones that I'm truly worried about. Okay, we're going to start by going this way. I like the look of this green. I do not need another Hopu Feather at this time. I will take another one of those. I will absolutely take an Infusion. So this is why I was so excited about that little Disciple. I'm just kind of running constantly. I'm moving along, exploring, finding items, and I'm also kind of passively just flat killing things. Interesting place for the teleporter to be. That sound you just heard was enemies leveling up. That's why this brass contraption suddenly, you know, lit up like that. That was a level up enemy, so they have more health and do more damage now. And that's just a flat thing that just happens over time. Sure, I'll take a Gore's Tome. So enemies will now have a chance of dropping a small money cache. And that money cache has a fair amount of money. The amount of money it has is based primarily on what level I'm on and what difficulty that level is. As you can see, the equipment drone has now died. It did good work. Rip equipment drone. In case you're curious, the reason I am constantly breaking these bird nests is partially because the birds are assholes, but primarily because breaking a certain number of them causes a boss to spawn, And killing this boss gives me a free red item. And there's the boss. So it spawned a little bit before I was expecting it to. I must have broken... another nest on accident. And the boss is the exact thing that we were fighting earlier. It's just, I believe, a little bit stronger. Only other thing this guy can do is he can occasionally, especially when he's low on health, he'll create shields for himself. Which is annoying. Shields are temporary, thankfully. They work exactly like my personal shield generator. Space between him and me so I can get some health back. Nope, never mind, my health's maxed. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit cute. There's actually lore behind it. These birds worship it as a god. And its AI is broken, so it accepts the worship instead of rejecting it. My damage is a little bit low right now. I haven't gotten a lot of, like, the big damage upgraders, like, you know, I haven't gotten a lot of bleeds or anything like that, so damage is a little bit low. This fight's gonna take a little bit longer than I would like it to. Doesn't really matter, we're already on, you know, already on haha. Okay, so this attack you don't want to be inside of. And I'm just going to kind of focus on some enemies on the floor right now because he had some shields up that I was not going to waste effort trying to damage his shields. So that attack does a crap ton of damage. He's got his shields up. That attack does a ton of damage. The other big thing about it is that it slows you down. This big AoE on the ground. You probably couldn't see it because just the camera angle, because I'm aiming up. That AoE on the ground there. Launches you up if it hits you. So there was potential for falling damage there. But it also slows you, so it actively tries to make sure you can't get away. And the lower his health gets, the more often he's going to use that skill. Because it also gives him that giant shield. Okay. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, just didn't really have enough DPS to make it happen. Okay, I'm going to do a switch up real quick. A lot of enemies were spawning in, and I just could not get the damage on him. So we talked the other day about glass cannons. The boss was tough for that moment. I mean, it's not necessarily tough in general. It's just I had a lot of, like, utility nonsense going on, but what I didn't have was a lot of, like, straight-up damage stuff. We didn't get a lot of, like, the damage greens. We didn't get a lot of, like, the bleed effects and stuff like that. So what I probably should have done, realistically, is I should have left him alone for a little while and gone to explore. And I was even thinking about doing that just before he killed me. This is the Artificer. She's the closest thing to a spellcaster that we get. I have her kind of customized at the moment. What was that 3D printer down here? Nah, don't need it. Okay. So the Artificer's primary attack is that she shoots these damaging bolts out at enemies. She defaults to fire bolts, which actually cause fire damage, but it's basically a single target attack. There is an AoE version that you can get, that you can unlock, which will make those attacks hit multiple enemies simultaneously. So pretty useful there. I'm building her up as a single target attacker, so I'll be very good at killing bosses. But anything that's not a boss is going to be giving me a little bit of trouble. Big hordes can be a problem. course. Her secondary attack is a charge attack, and it changes a little bit. I'm not using the one she started with. Her normal charge attack is a ball of electricity, and it arcs, kind of a, like a softball pitch, something like that, or an underarm pitch. So it arcs a little bit, and it shoots out electricity at nearby enemies. Pretty darn useful. Problem is, the thing I don't like about it is that it's slow-moving, and the arc is a little bit of trouble for it, I find. Especially if I'm trying to hit far-away enemies. So I'm using an Icicle Spear instead. The Icicle Spear does not have that, that lovely arcing electricity ability. It doesn't have a giant AoE when it lands, like the electricity ball does. Instead, not only does it pierce enemies, it also freezes them. And it puts a, no thank you, little girl, I don't want any of your cookies. It pierces them, and it also freezes them. And what's nice about the freezing effect, this is really bad. What's nice about the freezing effect is actually an execute. If I can get enemies below the health on the marked health in their health bar, they just instantly die. It's very similar to the effect of the old guillotine. And that's a pretty fantastic effect. So I really like her Ice Spear as an attack. It is a charging attack, so I do have to hold it and charge it, and I can't attack any other way for a little while. But it works out pretty well. It also does not have an arc. It doesn't drop. It ignores gravity. Her utility skill is to place a wall of ice. If enemies walk into the wall of ice, they do take damage. And they are frozen, so once again, we do have that execute going on there. It can be a little bit hard to place that skill, especially in big fights. But okay, exit's up there. It can be a little bit hard to place that skill, but it works out pretty well. She passively has these jump jets you see me using right now. It's not true flight. It's not true flight, it is a slow descent, but because of another skill I have, I can basically fly as her, which is also a really useful skill. Now, wisps are a little bit of a trouble for me with this build that I have, because I'm not good at taking out swarms. Not yet, at least. Hopefully we'll get some items that will fix that later on. Now, her third skill, I'm using her second of her third skills. Her original is a set of flamethrowers that she shoots out that do constant damage. They stack fire on enemies. Very good at taking out bosses, and really, that's really what she's very good for. She's very good at taking out bosses. But I'm using a different ability that I had to unlock, and this shoots me straight up in the air and causes a dome of electricity around wherever I was standing at the time. Or an orb of electricity around if I happen to be flying already. And then she's then up in the air and away from enemies. It is both an escape, it's fairly good damage, and it allows me to just basically fly, so when stuff does get dicey, when there are a lot of enemies in the area and I'm looking for an out, it very, very rapidly gets me away from enemies, which I really appreciate. It also allows me to do stuff like this. Just very rapid movement around the environment. The movement of that skill is based on her movement speed. If she has too much movement speed, she might start going way too high. So I kind of want a little bit of movement speed. I kind of like want 1 or 2 Paul's goat hoofs on her. And then after that, I don't want any more goat hoofs. I probably want like energy drinks. So that way I can control the speed that I need to go. So we're going to spawn a boss, and we're going to kill a boss. Where's my boss? So we're going to have double Beetle's Queens. I did, whoops, I screwed that up. It's okay, it'll spawn in just a second. 1, 0, do damage. Press the wrong button in order to hover. So generally, you're going to see me up in the air a lot with her. Now, she is not immune to fall damage. That is very important to know about her. So if I fall down very rapidly and do not fix my speed, it is very easy to just flat die with her. You gotta be a little bit careful about how you do things. One beetle is down. But I can use this to get out of the way of the attacks by the stone giants pretty easily. Ow. Gotta have a couple enemies that I would rather not exist right now. There we go. Okay. 2 razor wires. So when I am hit by any target, I will shoot out attacks that will attack enemies. And the more razor wires I have, the more enemies that actually get hit. So having razor wires, pretty useful skill. And we're out of here. So once I get some things like ukuleles or wisdom bottles, some of those items are going to make me... that's interesting. Some of those items will make me have a lot better crowd control. Because like you said, crowd control is the thing that causes her some issues. Nope, she absolutely does not want to take hits. So she is your stereotypical glass cannon. She does a lot of damage, and she doesn't have very much health. That's why you will see me up in the air the majority of the time when I'm playing as her. And activate this. Ow. Okay, I see an active item. I see a lunar bud. Okay. So we have a Samarang. Not my favorite active item, and I think I saw another active item pod over here, so I'm gonna go check that real quick. I really, on her, I want the item that we had last time, the Royal Capacitor. Or the missile launcher is also good. I would accept the missile launcher as well. The Samarang shoots out 3 blades that, pass through enemies, deal damage, and then just kind of come back. It kills bosses really fast, but you have to be really up close and personal, which can be a problem. The Jade Elephant back there gives you a crap ton of armor, so you become a lot harder to kill, but it only lasts for a couple of seconds. There are some builds that will use it, so problem is I'm missing one of the key items for those builds, so I haven't unlocked it yet. I don't know if we'll be using the Jade Elephant. Also, if you get a Jade Elephant, I hear you get into a really weird Jackie Chan movie. You know what? Actually, yes. So Strides of Heresy is an item I haven't had a chance to show off before because I don't like it on anybody else, but it might actually work out for me. Strides of Heresy is a very weird item. It replaces your 3rd skill, so it replaces your utility skill, and it allows you to do this. You become temporarily invisible, which is effectively invincible. You recover a certain amount of health as you go, but you lose your skills, so I no longer have my my ice wall. But being able to go invisible temporarily sounds like a very useful thing to have at the moment. Only downside is the movement is fairly slow with it. So I just have to be kind of careful right now just because I do have kind of a lack of attacks at the moment. One of the things that you really want on her, we definitely want attack speed up. We want 1 or 2 soldier syringes, but I really want backup mags on her. Goat hoofs definitely help, yeah. My movement speed isn't as bad as you might think. It's just, it feels really bad with how she normally moves. You definitely want more for her, not necessarily because her movement's bad, but because you want to be able to get out of the way of things. There we go. As you can see, I went a little bit higher when I ulted just now. Not by much, because my movement speed is not increased by a ton yet. There we go. Okay. This is a pretty comfortable speed for me right now. Alrighty. Excuse me. You're rude. Stop that. Now, I said this character was a boss killer, but I didn't really get to show it off very much just now. Let me show you how this character is a boss killer. Where is she? This character has an achievement for killing a boss in 1 second. From spawn to dead. Now, I'm not set up right now to do that achievement, but this character does that. There used to be a boss there. I don't know what happened to it. Well, that's useless. Bumpity-bumpity-bum. Now, the only other problem about Strides of Heresy is that you can't leave it early. You are stuck with Strides until it is over. That's interesting. Okay. I want that. Okay. So again, kind of in a weird place right now, just because I don't really have a lot of crowd clear, and getting rid of my 3rd skill does reduce a little bit of my ability to, reach out and touch someone. So we'll keep an eye out for a way to get rid of Strides of Heresy in exchange for Pearl later. We'll also kind of keep an eye out for any AoE abilities. As I said, Ukulele, among others. Rally Point Delta. Okay. I have items, I need enemies. Come to me. Sure. Focus Convergence is a really weird item to have. I probably shouldn't have picked it up, actually, on this character of all characters. So Focus Convergence says that the charge speed of the teleporter is reduced, but so is the AoE to stand in. Not really what I was looking for. That's good to know. If I can find a scrapper, I'll be happy. There are items over here. Ah, there you are. Don't have enough money. Okay, come on, what do we got? Ah, God, got another one. Ow. You stop teleporting, you're being kind of annoying. Dodging all of my attacks. Okay, what do we get? Oh my god! That's so bad! I don't want that item on this character. That item is terrible on this character. I don't want to be up close and personal with these people. Okay. Oh, hi, friend. Okay. Oh, God, why do you give me all the bad items? Not necessarily bad, just bad on this character. I don't want any of these. Okay, we really need to see a scrapper. Please, game. Scrapper. Okay, we like that. So the Crowbar says I deal more damage when a character or when an enemy's health is above 90%. Considering this character does so much damage normally, this just means that I can just start one-shotting enemies if I can stack enough of those. God damn it. Oh my god, why? Why are there nothing but those guys? Thank you. Okay, that's good. That's good. We like that. We like that a lot. This is okay. I'm not the happiest I could be, but that's okay. No. Oh my... Why? What did I do to deserve this? Okay, awesome. We finally have a backup mag. So now that I have a backup mag, I have 2 charges of my Icicle Spear that I can build up. Hello, friend. Okay. That's a red. So we just got a lot of stuff. What is I need to know what that is. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through, I'm busy. Okay, so Behemoth turns all of my skills into AoEs, which is pretty nice. Here, you guys just get behind me, demon. So having the Behemoth is going to help a lot. It's not the best item I could have as her, but it's pretty good. Don't mind me. I'll just be over here. Ow! How dare you track me like that? I really need a scrapper. Please? Please, game? Like, this level would be amaze-butts to have a scrapper on. Grab that. God damn it. The banner does help because it does cause me to charge my secondary skill faster. Problem is, I'm not going to want to be on the ground in the banner. I'm almost willing to go for it anyways. You know what? I am willing to go for it anyways. Here, all of you just take this stuff. I have so much crap that I'm willing to go for this. Okay, the energy drink is fine. Of course it gets rid of my crit glasses. I didn't see what I got rid of there. Okay, that's something that I want to get rid of, so I'm happy with that. 6, one more. I didn't see what I lost. It's fine. Okay, we're out. Okay, so now I have 7 tri-tip daggers. I am guaranteed to bleed with everything I do. Now, that's not a huge thing with her because her, you know, she doesn't attack as often as a lot of other characters do. Oh, the last item's Monster Tooth? Okay. That's not bad. So you see how small that blue area is. So that blue area is the focused convergence. I have to be inside of that in order to have any charge of the teleporter. So it'll be helpful when I don't have to deal with crap like this. Dune Strider, can you go the hell away? Okay, 1 Dune Strider is dead. Yeah, Clay Dune Striders. Who'da thunk it? Okay, I need you to not exist, okay? Yeah, Base, you missed all the like 700 like iron or stone giants I had earlier. I had a lot of stone giants. You go away. Nope, 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 no. Go away. Go away. Have I ever done a big zappy boy? You mean a worm? Do I see any? Okay, that's an equipment chest. And that's a bustling. Okay, we're good. All right, you're talking about an overloading worm. Oh yeah, Base, we're on the only thing I have not unlocked, like, I haven't unlocked the Merc stuff just because I haven't found a Prismatic Trial that is conducive to unlocking that. And I still have to push snails over the edge, and that's about all I haven't done. We're getting the monsoon winds now. Stop it, you're a jerk. Yeah, honestly, you're more likely to see it as a standard enemy than you are as a boss. Okay. Of course we went to hell. What is this? this? That's a First you had my attention, now you have my interest. Here's this thing. I don't like this brass contraption. You. Go to hell. I need the worm to go away. I need y'all to go away. You guys are annoying. Oh, hey, look, guys. Providence is coming for me. Okay, what's this? Okay, that's... Ah! Okay, that's actually frightening. No, I need you to go away. No, I need you to not exist. Providence was the boss of Risk of Rain 1. He was the final boss. He's the brother of Mithrix, who is the boss of Risk of Rain 2. And that whole I see you, I'm coming for you, ha 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 thing in the upper right-hand corner, that's the boss talking. It was originally Providence talking to you, and what is this worm doing? So I need this worm to, like, cease existing for me. No, Providence is actually the final boss of Risk of Rain 1. When you get to the end of Risk of Rain 1, you fight Providence. Oh, hey, you're still alive. Haha, how good for you. Where is this freaking worm? Oh, dearie me. Die, please. Hey! Okay, we like Rudolph's band on her because it is so easy for her to hit the damage requirement to activate the band. It's actually harder for her not to hit the damage requirement to activate the band, truth be told. Okay, and we need this. Actually, all three of those items were fantastic. Where is he? Can you actually be above ground for a short period of time, please? Thank you. Okay, we are a not-so-stealth bomber. What I am not right now is fast. A lot of my fast-making items got eaten. Oh, that's a fast-making item. We like that one. We will absolutely see more of that big lizard man, and that big lizard man is absolutely likely to be the thing that kills me if I see another one, too. Hi, friends. No, let's talk. Get the hell away from me. Okay. No. Also, no. Here, all of you take damage. Lepton Daisy. Hi, boss. Unfortunately, we cannot go for the boss right now. Not only do I not have enough money for all the items that are currently available, but I haven't even gotten the red item yet. Which I don't have nearly enough money. I need like 4,000 to 5,000 to get the legendary chest on this floor. Let's keep opening up other chests. Hey, I get to go faster again. I like going fast. Oh, I like going faster. Nope, don't mind me. Y'all just keep doing what you were doing. Just keep living and being jerks. I promise, you don't need to come bother with me. I will be leaving as soon as I can. Did I get this item? I did not. Pardon me. Okay. We're heading on over in a backwardly direction. Yoink. Ooh, we like crowbars. I don't like that. Oh, come on. Good dodge by that imp. I mean, annoying, but good dodge. Hi, friends. All of you, give me your monies. I want your monies. Okay, we're starting to get monies. Monies are arriving. We could use more monies. God damn it. 2 active items out of that. Hey. Not bad. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're almost done here. I need more money, unfortunately. But there are other ways to get money. Back here open? No. Okay. Right, okay, so we're at 3302. Let's see how much the legendary chest is. Should be close to being able to get it. Yeah, we should be able to get that kind of money. Let's go. What's the boss? Hey, remember that thing that you said, that man, that's scary? The game just decided to spawn a shit ton of them. Damn it, don't dodge. I hate that he keeps on dodging. It's really annoying. And I wish he would stop. I would like you to stop dodging, please. Okay, it died. So I'm gonna go ahead and return to the focus convergence area. We did get a second Runald's band, so when Runald's band goes off, it does even more damage. Ow. Hit me. Oh, was it just mortars? It might have just been mortars. %32%. Okay. 50% done. So there are mortar enemies every freaking where right now, and they're just dropping rocks on my head. Which is where the majority of the damage I'm taking is coming from. Actually, you can see the rocks dropping every so often. Oh, nope, I'm off the ground. Nope, 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 nope. Not dealing with that. Okay, 98%. So now that that's done, I can go and open this up, which is going to give me... Okay, that's kind of sexy. So brain stalks is one of the items that, like, I would really want on her. So brain stalk says every time I kill an elite, all of my cooldowns just instantly refresh. You. Stop it. So whenever you see the room go pink like it just did, that's the brain stalks effect. And I'm going to be killing a lot of elites. Okay. So we're doing pretty solidly here. Things could still go horribly, horribly wrong. Hey, Jack. Oh, hi, friends. Okay, good news is being up here makes it so the parent can't kill me. The bad news is Lemurian can still shoot at me. Oh my god, why is there another parent and Lemurian pair coming from that direction? Okay, would you stop dodging, please? Oh god. I need you, I need you guys to cease to be, okay? Like, it is kind of unacceptable that you exist. There goes that one. I mean, technically I did stream on, like, Friday or Saturday, one of those days, I can't remember. Or Sunday, something like that. But, I mean, nothing really, like, bad happened. Had some back issues, AC went out. Just kind of things that happened that made it so that streaming was not really a comfortable thing. And so because it wouldn't have been comfortable, I wouldn't have been having fun with it, and if I'm not having fun with it, you guys are probably not having fun with it either. Screw that noise. So these enemies, by the way, I haven't addressed this yet. These enemies right here are called brass contraptions, and they do a ton of damage. Brass contraptions kill very easily because they just shoot out these brass balls like that are very heavy and hit very hard. But yeah, nothing like bad happened. Just it wouldn't have been fun to stream in those conditions. So that's just kind of the big reason I didn't. Now things are a little bit better. Okay, what do we got going on here? Soldier Syringe. So again, Soldier Syringe is not like as good for Artificer as it is for someone like the Commando or the Huntress, but it does make her charge attack charge faster. So it's not something I'm like upset about getting. It's not a waste. You might have been able to see just how much faster that charge was. So pretty solid there. We're just going to launch a bunch of these. Get rid of a brass contraption. Get rid of some mushrooms. This is interesting. Do I want to hit that up? He should be dead. Okay, let's see. Let's get rid of that. Oh, hi, friends. Nope. You fell off the edge. What a loser. Let's go ahead and speed up a little bit. Okay, let's not be on the ground because brass contraptions decided to suddenly exist. Haha! Skeet shooting. Why do y'all still exist? Hey, Wanda Girl. Ah! Get away from me. Nope, get away from me. I just want some goat hooves. Why is this so hard? Why do y'all have to come bothering me? Let's say one more. Okay, I feel fast. So now I can dodge reasonably. Let's go ahead and just launch a crap ton of that. Anything else I want to get rid of? Yes. Oh, crap. Stop that. Okay, we might be back. Because there's at least one more item I'd want to get rid of. Let's just go ahead and activate that. Hovering mushrooms there. You know what? I'm okay with the squid turret. God damn it, Lemurians. Seriously, leave me alone. Well, let's see. Yeah. What is this? Another Paul's Good Hoof 3D printer. Alright. What do we got here? Nothing I care. Ooh. I take that back entirely. Hi, friend. Over here? Nope. But don't mind me. I just go very, very fast as I try to get away from... Let's get that. Enemies that I don't want to deal with. Which includes you, jerk. Damn it! Stop dodging me. This is why it's so much easier to play Huntress. All of her shit homes in. I didn't really want that, but that's fine. Toss that into the scrapper. Bumpity bum. No. Not doing that. No. No, absolutely not. That can sit there, and that can go to hell. That first item was Visions of Heresy. Visions of Heresy replaces your primary attack, which for me is the fireballs. It replaces your primary attack with basically the Needler from Halo. You know what? I am cool with that. Do I want to go to the shop is the question. Yeah, I think I'm going to try. Okay, see, the thing I just activated is the Newt Alter. The Newt Alter sends us to the Bazaar Between Worlds, which is a kind of an alternate level. There's nothing to kill there. It's basically just a shop. And it allows you to buy explicitly lunar items. And there's a specific lunar item I'm looking for. Ow. And that shaped glass was very tempting. The shaped glass would cause me to do double damage, but I'd only have half of my health. I don't know, am I gonna go for it? Am I actually gonna do this? Am I seriously considering doing this? Oh, this is such a terrible idea! I mean, I guess stream value is a thing that exists, but oh, that was a terrible idea on my part. I don't know why I did that. Oh no, this is almost universally terrible. I'm probably gonna lose this run because I chose to do that. There's very little good about what I just did. Yes. Yes, we like that. Items, please. Well, the problem is there's not very many ways to get health in Risk of Rain. So it's not so much to hope for health. It's just like, oh, hello. Oh, hi. How long have you been hiding here? Hi. Okay, that's useful. Okay, time for us to leave. Time for us to leave. It is time. Okay, so I just picked up 2 items that are fairly useful. The first item I picked up was the something battery. it gives me extra charges on my active item, which is incredibly useful for me. I like extra charges on my active item. The other item I got was the Unstable Tesla Coil. Every 10 seconds, off and on, the Unstable Tesla Coil activates and actively hits enemies nearby me. This is basically gonna solve my crowds issue. Okay, so first we're gonna kill bosses. I'm not safe in the air against magworms. Magworms can kind of effectively swim in the air when they feel like it. They'll just kind of go wherever they want. Just like this one is, see? Just kind of swimming in the air, as if that's not a problem or anything. I think that one's almost dead. So, the primary reason that me activating Shaped Glass is a problem is specifically because of the teleporter event. My teleporter event is significantly smaller than it should be. So I have to just kind of be in here in this tiny freaking area in order to charge my teleporter. Which, you know, great way to just kind of be killed, not being able to get away from enemies who will suddenly spawn on top of you. Like, these brass jerks. Come on. I think I need to be off the ground for a bit. For 91%. Okay. We do not want to activate the teleporter. We want to activate the blue portal. Over there. Get me out of here. Okay, let me show you guys the Bazaar Between Worlds. Bazaar Between Time, sorry. So, everybody say hi to the Newt. Hi, Newt. Let's see, what are my options? Nothing fun, okay. Nothing fun, okay. And nothing fun, okay. I don't really want to risk it. Hold on, I need to check something. I want to see how this stacks. You know what? I'll go for that. Why not? Do I want to reroll it? Nah. Looking for a specific item. That's it. Okay, we're out of here. Where's the Newt? Here it is. That's the Newt. Hi, Newt friend. The Newt here is responsible for the Bazaar Between Time. He's a cutie. Does something happen if you attack it? Yep, it teleports you out of the Bazaar, and you're no longer allowed to go in. That's about it. Okay. We got the item that we were looking for. Now it is time for me to win. So right now, I kind of want items to survive the next floor or two, but that's kind of about it, because we're going to obliterate. So I need to make it to floor 3, and I need to win on floor 3. And doing that will cause me to obliterate. Obliterate generally means you kill yourself, but what's kind of interesting is that if you have you kill yourself and it's effectively the end of the run, it's considered to be a run win. Yeah, originally I thought, you know, killing the Newt would give you items, but I have never successfully killed him. I don't think it's actually possible to kill him. You, run away. Nope, you're dead. You. Die. Other lepton daisy. So normally obliteration is death, and it's just a run. It's just the end of the run is really what it is. Run away? Nope. I need these things to run off the level for an achievement. And they don't seem interested. We'll head back in that direction a little bit later and see if any spawns, if any of them spawn in an area that works for us. I didn't really want that. Oh, God. I need this thing to die. I need this thing to not live anymore. I need you to not exist. That's Malachite. That is one of those enemies that if they hit me, I ceased being able to heal. Yeah, we don't like Malachite. Oh, come on. Okay. Remember, there's an achievement for failing that 3 times in a row. I just failed it 4 times in a row. Tough times Teddy is fantastic. God. Tough times Teddy is fantastic. Okay, so we have... some interesting options in terms of 3D printers. It's not randomly doing shit, Wander Girl. Typically, a hermit crab, that enemy type, will run from you, usually. The problem is, because I have the Tesla coil, it dies before it can run. There are also certain characters, like Rex, for example, that are able to just push enemies off the cliff. Unfortunately, this character does not have a push ability. All of her abilities are very much kill abilities. Her non-lethal options are lacking. Yes. And yes. Okay. Let's head into this really direction towards the exit. So the thing I was saying, Wonder Girl, is that it's not random. It's not like the enemy has to act in a specific way. This is very bad. I need to run like hell. Okay. It's generally the Hermit Crab enemy will consistently run away from the player. However, I happen to have the Unstable Tesla Coil as an item, and the Unstable Tesla Coil just passively attacks things. So they're kind of dying before I have a chance to make them run. But there are certain characters, and unfortunately the Artificer is not one of them. There are certain characters that have knockback abilities. So there's a character named Rex. One of his abilities is literally I knock things back. Rex is very good at that job. I'm just not playing him right now. And unfortunately, I rarely play as him. Let's get some health before I die. Also, this shit that's currently throwing rocks at me is the enemies I have to knock off. So you'll see, the Unstable Tesla Coil is just freaking killing everything. Run away. Run away from me. See how they're running away right now? Problem is, Unstable Tesla Coil kills them. So they never have a chance to fall off the ledge. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's see, are there any... There's one, like, right there, and there's one down there, but... The Tesla Coil is a fantastic item. Absolutely, it's an amazing item. Okay, that's not interesting to me. Oh! Hi, friend! You and I should have a talk. By talk, I mean take thing to face. So this is, something that's gonna kill me, apparently. I didn't even see that attack coming in. That's irritating. So that's a scavenger. Rex for now. That's a scavenger. So scavengers are really interesting enemies. They deal a lot of damage. They have, it was not invisible. It was, there was another thing that hit me that the scavenger fired at me. Scavengers have a variety of different attacks they can do. They have a lot of different powerful items they can have. And what's interesting about scavengers is that they have a lot of different items. And they drop 10 items when they die. And those 10 items can be of any rarity. So it was worth fighting, and then what happened is he shot a Prion accumulator at me, and I didn't see it originally. And the Prion accumulator killed me. And I died because I had glass and just lost all my health. Can I have some enemies spawn so I can get this? That's fine. That's a lot of the reasons why I have trouble actually getting this win going. By the way, you get knocked back. Okay. A lot of the reasons I have trouble getting this achievement that I'm going for, just winning on Monsoon, is because I'll go for the obliteration like that, and then, you know, something stupid will kill me after the, like, after that, or... So Rex is a fun character. A big part of his character is using his own health to attack. So this primary attack you see me doing, every time that hits, I get a little bit of health back. Rex's ult causes you to spend, I believe it's 25% of your health to create an AoE that draws enemies in, and then you get health back as the AoE damages your enemies. A pretty useful skill. Rex also has the ability to spend health to call in some various airdrop effects, which can be useful. So big thing with Rex, we do want things like Soldier Syringe, things like that. We also want health regen on Rex. Rex likes being able to get its health back. But yeah, Rex is absolutely slow. Very, very slow. I'm less worried about jumps, honestly. Like, mobility is always very useful in this game, so I'm not going to say no if the game gives me mobility. But what I really want is, like, health regen, damage, things like that. Lensmaker's Glasses is great. We did get 2 different health regen abilities, so we do have both the Lensmaker's Glasses. Or, sorry, we have the, not Lensmaker's Glasses. We have the, Leeching Seed. So every time I deal damage, I get 1 health back. 1 health per Leeching Seed I have. Doesn't sound like a lot right now, but that adds up over time. The Cautious Slug I picked up, it would have been kind of nice when I'm outside of combat. You know, gain a little bit of health back, 2 health extra per second as a passive health regen. But I kind of like 10% crit more. So I went and traded it in to get some more crit classes. This is very much feeling like a dry level, however. Not really much here. Already been here for 4 minutes. We have 3 items total. That's really a very, very slow level that has not offered much to me. Okay. So like I said, Rex has the ability to knock things off the level, which is that attack that I just did. Knocking enemies off the level does cost a little bit of health, which is unfortunate. But I do get that health back from based on how many enemies I hit. Positive effects there. And the Recycler is a pretty incredible item no matter when you get it. It's not something I want permanently, but I definitely want it now. Okay, this is what we're going to do. So I want more crit right now. But I also definitely want that Soldier Syringe that's back there. Ow. Stop doing that. That's annoying. I definitely want more crit, but I want that Soldier Syringe. And the problem is, remember, that unless you have Scrap, the, Recycler, or not the Recycler, the, thing over here, the 3D printer, will always grab random items. So instead of allowing that to happen, I'm going to go ahead and turn in these 2 items into the 3D printer, and then I'm going to go grab the Soldier Syringe manually. So we'll have much faster attacks, and we'll have 40% crit. Which is pretty solid on the first floor. We're still very slow. But we can get speed later. Not too worried about that. Yeah, Rex is a hydroponics unit. It is a machine whose entire job was to take care of plants. And on our back is a mutant cabbage, if I remember correctly. A boss could very well be lethal at this speed. We're going to find out. It depends on which boss it is. Luckily, Rex has a lot of options available to it when it comes to dealing with enemies. This boss is a good example of lethal. Yeah. Nothing I can do but the Wandering Vagrant just hitting me too hard. And the problem is, actually, I'm gonna do Engineer with and Sacrifice. The biggest problem actually had nothing to do with the fact that I was slow. I had a, I had a elite next to me, an ice elite, and that ice elite was also slowing me. And that was the main issue, is the ice elite was slowing me, and I couldn't deal with the ice elite. I was trying to deal with the boss. So instead, we'll play with the Engineer. Engineer's big claim to fame is that the Engineer tosses down various turrets and other fun things. My turrets auto-attack. And what's also fun is that my turrets get every item I get. So any item I get helps not only me, it helps the turrets as well. My main attack is this charge-up attack you see right here. Charges extraordinarily slowly and shoots out bombs to attack whatever I'm aiming at. My secondary attack is a series of mines that I get to throw out. If I throw the mine directly on an enemy, it does more damage. Otherwise, the mine plants itself, and then it will get up and run at an enemy whenever it sees one nearby. My third ability is it's the Disco Ball. It creates a area where no bullets can come in or out. That's an annoying place for that to spawn. So no attacks can enter or leave, but enemies can. So in here, I'm somewhat safe from the Beetle Queen. But unfortunately, it doesn't last forever. I'm going to go up. So my turrets are passively attacking the Beetle Queens right now. I'll be joining them presently. Now, I do have a special set of rules on right now. That special set of rules is that items do not come in chests on this run. Instead, enemies have a chance to drop an item when they die. It's possible that I will get more items this way. It is also possible I will get less items this way. So that's one of the artifacts I have on, is that that's the artifact of sacrifice. So there are no chests, there are no shops, there are no chant shrines. Bosses do still drop items. I also have the artifact of swarms. Now, swarms is kind of interesting. Swarms says that twice the enemies spawn, but enemies only have half the health. They still do the same amount of damage, which is important to know. But they only have half the normal amount of health when they spawn. It also means double the bosses. Now, swarms does technically decrease the chance of an item dropping by about 5%. But we have more enemies total, so we will hopefully see more drops this way. Elite enemies do have an increased chance to drop an item. So we kind of want to see elites. Also, because enemies have lower health, they do give less money when they die. So I do have to kill a few more enemies in order to actually get money. So I have that on. It depends on the artifact. So technically, right now, this artifact or this run is going to be probably harder because enemies are less likely to drop items early on in the game. But as the game progresses, it will become a lot easier because enemies will drop items a lot more often than a chest would be spawn. So it's definitely like on loop 2 or 3, almost every enemy drops an item, and we just start accruing items like hell. So we're going to be keeping an ear out for that sound that you just heard just now. That is the sound of an item dropping. Also, because items are going to be at least rare to begin with, I did turn on Command, so I will be selecting what items I have. I think it's kind of it's a neat balance between a normal run and a difficult run. Also worth noting about the engineer is that I do have to respawn my turret in order for my new items to take effect. Turrets are not updated in real time. I'm looking for the exit right now. So on a sacrifice run, because there's no chests to get, and money really only gets you drones, really. There are a certain couple of chests that spawn, very specifically legendary chests always spawn, even under sacrifice. But otherwise, chests just don't spawn. So we just kind of go straight to the exit, and we start the teleporter event as early as we can. This not only keeps difficulty scaling down, but it also means that I have enemies spawning a lot faster, which means I'm more likely to get items because more enemies are spawning. Make sure I have that up. Okay. So, normally we would have 2 bosses spawning. Okay, that could kill me. Normally we would have 2 bosses spawning. Because I chose to do the artifact, or because I chose to do the shrine, rather, of the mountain, 4 bosses spawned instead. But remember, in exchange for fighting 4 bosses, I'm gonna get extra items from my bosses, which tends to be worth it. And that was very worth it. So I got 2 boss items here. And because I got 2 boss items, I'm going to go ahead and respawn turrets as soon as I possibly can. The 2 boss items I picked up were the Titanic Knurl and the Shatter Spleen. Titanic Knurl increases my health and also my regeneration, which, again, this applies to my turrets. And the Shatter Spleen not only comes with a nice 5% crit increase right off the bat, but also crits cause bleeding effects in my opponents. Every crit I get is a bleed. And if a bleeding enemy dies, they explode instead. Yeah, a run with all artifacts would be very, very hard. Very, very hard. Just because of some of the effects that artifacts do. Now, I said that, yeah, real quick. Elites spawn more money. They also have a higher chance of dropping an item. This chest right here always has a Prion accumulator in it, but that chest is only going to spawn, or only going to be open if you get to the chest in less than 10 minutes. But we're less than 10 minutes as I'm hurrying, so I got a free Prion accumulator. I can show you what that kind of run would be like. It's incredibly difficult because of the effects that you see. But I don't mind showing that off at some point. Okay, we're going to kind of run up in this direction. I'm just looking for the exit. Now that we have the Prion accumulator, there's kind of nothing else going on in this level that I care about. There is a very large drone that can spawn. That usually costs about $2,000, which is kind of a big deal. What do the beads do? So, if I was to obliterate... yeah, I kind of forgot to mention that. If I was to obliterate, instead of dying, we go to a final level that has a scavenger on it. The scavenger is one of 4 scavengers. Each of the 4 scavengers has a specific loadout. And if you beat that scavenger, you get 10 lunar coins. Just kind of nice. But unfortunately, we didn't survive, so the beads do nothing otherwise. Well, that sucks. Okay, cool. That was the Prion accumulator. And it did some solid work for us just now. We appreciate you, Prion accumulator. Thank you. You barely got to see it because of kind of the nature of the attack. Really? That's annoying. So the Prion accumulator... What was this? Game, can you tell me what that is? Thunder drone, okay. The Prion accumulator shoots out a, BFG-style pulse. And not only does that, like, kind of shoot out little tendrils and attack enemies nearby, but also when it hits a target, it shoots out a big explosion, which is kind of awesome to have. And I shot it directly at the bosses to do as much damage to them as I could very, very quickly, because the Clay Dune Striders are very, very scary to fight. That is, it's not a pleasant fight, even as the NG. They shoot out little tendrils that absorb health, so if they got close to my turrets, for example, they would just kill my turrets and get all of their health back, which we don't want, so. So I've been picking up some fuel cells. Fuel cells increase the charge rate of my active item, in this case, the Prion accumulator. They increase the charge rate of my active item. They also give me extra charges of my active item. So right now, I can have... we're going to go this way. Right now, I can have up to 3 charges of Prion accumulators. And my Prion accumulators charge a little bit faster than they would otherwise. I kind of want those Greater Wisps to come over here. There we go. So very useful skills. We definitely need money on this level. So this is a level that we actually need money on because I do have that red chest, which is over here. We do want to be able to open up the red chest. And I will need 2470 to do so. Gotta be kind of careful on a run like this where you're sprinting towards the exit because you can only get so much money. After the teleporter event is over, you don't get, no more enemies spawn, which would mean normally that you're not getting any more money. Not a single item dropped from that. Interesting. So right now I'm just waiting for a certain amount of money. There's an equipment drone here. If I can get equipment, that would be nice. How much did I say it was? 2470, okay. We're almost ready to start the teleporter event. I heard an item spawn. Okay. But right now, we're working towards getting 100% crit rate. Yeah, I think we're good. We got the Blazing Greater Wisp as a boss, so just, you know, bunch of elites. Kind of annoying to have to deal with, but that's about it. Go ahead and grab ourselves some razor wire, so that way when enemies attack my turrets, they take damage. So technically that boss is the Horde of Many. So what the real thing that makes it a boss is that it's a bunch of elites simultaneously. And that actually can be quite scary. But it's always a bunch of elites, and if you get, you know, a horde of Lemurians or a horde of, I mean, Elder Wisps can be frightening. I want to know what this is. Sure, it's an equipment drone. Okay. What's that? Don't know, doesn't matter. Okay. So now I'm going to grab an item that I don't get on any other character. I'm grabbing Bustling Fungus. Bustling Fungus actually works for the NG, because the NG's turrets are stationary. So NG's turrets, because they're stationary, are going to create an AoE around them of just health regen. Okay, what do I want out of this? I want... Realistically, I want Unstable Test Coil. This is not a run I'm going to really try to knock off, Hermit Crabs. I really kind of want to do that with, Rex. And what's kind of nice about this is because when I have an Unstable Test Coil, so do my turrets. Lemurians can be scary, but they have this habit where they attack my teleporters and not me. Where is the exit? There it is. Oh, I see a Shrine of the Mountain. You don't have a choice. You must activate it. There's a boss around here somewhere. I'm just gonna drop that. Don't mind me. Okay. Let's go ahead and just hang out here for a minute because bosses want to play with me. Bosses have a very high chance of dropping items. Either one did. So this AoE that we have right here off of my turrets is Bustling Fungus. And that is a percentage-based AoE. It's kind of awesome. Okay. Go ahead and drop some turrets real quick. Activate this. Bunch of mushrooms spawn. Mushrooms can be terrifying, just because of that. Basically, you saw how fast they tore through my turrets. Mushrooms are terrifying. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that right there. Now, we did get a blue orb randomly at the start of this level. Blue orbs mean that we are going to be going to the Bazaar between time. So I just kind of got that for free. The game just kind of gave that to me. So we're gonna keep an eye out for Beads of Fealty. And by keep an eye out, I mean I just need exactly one item in there to not be an a active item. And we'll have Beads of Fealty, and we'll be good to go. Hey, look! Magma worms! Hey, look! There used to be magma worms. Okay. So realistically, you want to spawn your turrets next to each other when you're doing the strategy I'm doing. Because this allows them to stack the Bustling Fungus effect on top of each other. Not that it seems to matter right now, but you know. Also, the more Bustling Fungi you have, the bigger the effect. Watch. Even bigger. Gonna kind of hang out here, and we're all just gonna gain a bunch of our health back constantly. My turrets seem bored. Here's my blue portal. Okay. Yeah, the NG does silly things on command just because of how much of a damage multiplier the turrets really are. Is there anything else I want? We're gonna grab Beads of Fealty. That's about all I want. So also things to know about the Bazaar, the Bazaar between time. So number one is that you can buy lunar items up to 5 spawn. That's one thing that you can do. Secondly, there are these pools here, these cauldrons. These allow you to trade in a certain number of items of a certain color to get an upgrade. So the left one allows you to turn in 3 green items to get or 3 white items to get a green item. And the right one allows you to turn in 5 green items to get a red item. This can be very good on a non-command run when you don't get to decide what you're getting. Or on like a sacrifice run where you're getting a ton of items. Again, when you're not deciding what you're getting. But on a command run, you kind of just lose items to do that. Good for getting reds if you have like a ton of stuff you don't need. There is also a drop below me that allows you to go to a special in-between level where you would unlock the character Acrid. You can get items down there, but it takes a very long time. So it's not something that I really want to do for like a normal. Okay, there are Malachite enemies over there. They're making themselves known. So we should start to see items drop a lot more often now that we're on the first loop. If you kind of watch, items are just going to drop from everywhere. Normally, if I know I'm going to loop on a sacrifice run, I would not choose command. I just pick up whatever the enemy would give me. Because after a while, you gain so many items that you don't want to go into the command menu every time. It's nicer to just kind of pick it up. Okay. Let's see if we can get these guys. Do you see how these guys are running away a little bit? Waiting for my... Nope, they all died because stuff spawned between me and them, and the electricity jumped. God damn it. That's annoying. Okay, apparently I'm going to be way up here for a bit. That was just a lot of punches that happened simultaneously. I'm just going to stand right over here and just get all of my health back. I'm going to be very angry at the game. Can this character avoid that? I can. I just happen to be standing inside of my dome. Can it avoid the fall damage? I'd have to have one of like a couple of different items that allow you to not take fall damage. Those items do exist, but I just don't happen to have any. I'm gonna go ahead and grab. Let's see. Now I'm just grabbing a bunch of different items that are just kind of nice to have. Respawn my turrets, that way they get their updates. You'll see how big this bustling fungus is getting. So there's the hermit crabs. I just don't have any good way to kind of knock them off without killing them right now. I mean, it's usually worth it to go for extra items, to go for upgrades, things like that. It's usually worth it. Oh. Because even if you're getting near to the end, getting power upgrades is important, because your enemies never stop upgrading. I know the yeah, the fungus is definitely worth it. Like, on the NG specifically, because of how his turrets work. The bustling fungus is worth it. Oh, hello. Now, kind of scary moment here. Because there are celestial enemies around, and celestial enemies make enemies invisible, I don't necessarily know what's in the area. There could be Malachite enemies just kind of hiding from me. We're gonna wait until my other turret's ready, and then we'll work on this. Yes, the, once you hit a certain point, like, once you complete a certain number of levels, you will see a scavenger every level. And usually, you want to see a scavenger, because scavengers give you a ton of items. So usually, it's a good thing. By the way, those Stone Titans are already dead. Genesis Loop. So Genesis Loop is another really good item that I haven't actually seen a lot, or seen one since I've been streaming. Genesis Loop says that if I get very low in health, so less than, I think it's like 20% health, I kind of explode out this large electric damage. Does a crap ton of damage to every enemy in the area. This is less for me in this case, and it's more for my turrets. Because my turrets have a bad habit of getting attacked and taking a lot of damage. But if I take a lot of damage, all of a sudden I go boom, and enemies around me take damage. And you can do it once every 30 seconds. I also finally picked up a death mark, so now once we shoot an enemy, you know, a couple of times, the enemy takes double damage. That adds up over time. Okay. One more level. Which level 3 are we gonna get? And we get ice. Yeah, the turrets just do amazing work. Okay, and now life starts getting scary. Because Void Reavers have oh god, why? Void Reavers have spawned. These guys are here. Like... So Void Reavers are scary right now because my turrets might kill a Void Reaver, and when Void Reavers die, they cause an explosion. We're gonna go back and hide. And if you're in the explosion when the explosion goes off, it is instant death. It's that explosion right there. So if I am in that explosion, when the explosion happens, I just die. It is instant death. There is no way to prevent it other than not being inside of it. And Void Reavers have an attack specifically designed... Yep, it's the boss thing. Once you get to your first loop, bosses start just spawning. I need speed. I need missiles. Enemies are spawning everywhere. Need more tough times teddies. I should just be leaving. I should just be leaving. I don't know why I'm collecting items. I should just be leaving. Okay, so we're gonna get the hell out of here. So the Imp Overlords are kind of a scary boss as the NG. Because they teleport, they attack, your invincibility means nothing to them. they mean nothing to me. Okay, we are almost out. Yeah, that's the thing that happens on command runs. When you're on command, as you start getting items, things just start dying. Because you just kind of control what you get, and you get these really stupidly overpowered builds. So stuff just dies. Now, a Void Reaver could literally spawn right next to me, instantly die, and potentially take me with it. Now, you might be curious, if we're this close to the end, why am I bothering with items? Oh, did not. Nope. This. So the reason I'm still bothering with items is that I still have one last fight I have to do in just a second. So once you get to the 8th level, really once you get to the 3rd area on any given loop, this portal spawns, which takes you to this area. Area is always the same. There are no enemies. And there is no punishment for falling. Other than the fact that it takes forever. There we go. No punishment whatsoever for doing any of this. Our goal is to get all the way to the bottom. We want to get all the way over there. Ideally, I would have picked up, like, a Hopu Feather, or... God damn it. Ideally, I would have picked up a Hopu Feather at some point, so that way, like, I would have a double jump, but I kind of never did that. That is the effect of the Genesis loop. I would really appreciate if the game did not spawn me at the very top every time. Darn it! I didn't know that once. Usually when I do this, I have lots of different movement tech. I have, you know, double jumps, things like that. So I'm actually not used to where these rocks spawn. Am I at the top again? I'm at the top again. I mean, it's really appreciated that the rocks stay spawned in. Ah! And as, like... I don't like that rock. It's angled down, and it's got bumps on it. So as you walk, occasionally you leave the ground, and the problem is you can't jump when your feet aren't on the ground. So I basically just slip off. There we go. Now, life couldn't be all fun and games. Now we have to deal with this. You can get fall damage, but fall damage is not normally lethal in Risk of Rain. There's only a couple of times in this game where you can actually die from fall damage. Okay. So, in a normal obliteration, you wander up, right up here, to this, the obelisk, and you have this option, obliterate yourself from existence. And you'd press it, and it asks, "Are you sure?" Okay. And the run would end. However, I have Beads of Fealty, so we come to a Hidden Realm a moment whole. And there are bosses. And because I happen to be on, I have Dev Artifacts active, I have 2 of them. 2 Gura Gura the Luckies. These are the scavenger types. Hopefully they will die. So scavengers are also kind of obnoxious, because scavengers pick up items as they live. Oh no, scavengers do not die instantly. I apparently died instantly. That's annoying. I don't know what it did to kill me. That's annoying. Okay, we're gonna do one more attempt. Actually, I'm gonna change something. We're gonna do one more attempt. Okay, so same concept, same thing going on. The only difference is I turned off the artifact of command. That means that I will no longer choose what items I get, but everything else stays the same. I also changed what turrets I'm carrying, because the NG has 2 different turrets. He also has 2 different sets of mines. The mines I have arm themselves instantly and then chase enemies. The other mines they arm themselves after a few moments and then do even more damage than the ones I have now. I prefer not to have to wait for my mines to charge. He also has a skill that allows him to shoot missiles at far-off enemies. Useful because his range is actually very, very short normally. I have the invincibility bubble because I find it to be more useful. And then these are his other turrets. These turrets walk around and shoot beams at enemies, which do constant damage. They do a certain amount of damage per second. The only problem is these turrets have lower health and lower range, which is kind of a problem. They also have a habit of getting what's the word? They get distracted. I mean, they won't die in seconds, but we definitely want to get some upgrades for them. Now remember, for this fight, or for this run, I am not choosing the items I get. The items I get will just kind of randomly be there, which is kind of nice, because it means that I can just kind of keep moving. That gave me a med kit. Those guys gave me Titanic Knurls, which is going to give my turrets more survivability. So now my turrets will have a bunch more health. Heard something spawn. There's some crit. So this run is not going to be nearly as powerful as last one was, because I don't choose what I get. We're probably going to have the same amount of items, but I don't choose what I get. Okay, picking up that Topaz Brooch. So right now, I'm at 5 items, including a boss item with a teleporter 82%. I am slightly weaker right now than I would normally be in a run like this. I actually have less items. And now I have about average. I am still at easy. That is very true. I am still moving faster. But, you know, that only means so much. So I'm going to go ahead and summon some Beetle Guards. We're going to see if they drop some items for me real quick as I head towards, well, as I look for the teleporter. Did I hear an item spawn over here? No. The turrets will try to stay with me. These turrets do not benefit from Bustling Fungus because they don't stay still. These turrets very much want Soldier Syringes. They also want Paul's Good Hoofs. They want movement speed buffs. Was that in that 3D printer? Sticky Bomb. Gasoline. I heard an item spawn right here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I would not mind getting some sticky bombs. Let's see, that is about all I am willing to put in there. Where is the exit? Oh, hey. That's really useful. Okay, apparently I'm going for a ride. So that Scrapper is really useful. I can go get some sticky bombs. Given how fast the turrets hit, that could be amazing. Ooh, and I got a sticky bomb drop too. Actually, in that case, I think I'm going to hold on to this. Boss killing bullets. We got some, oh, God. Some items are dropping really fast over here. I know I heard another one just now. Is it over here? No. Okay, let's move on. Oh, there it is. Okay. Damage mitigation. Oh, there's another one. Do you see how kind of nicer this is right now, and that I don't have to select what items I have? So if enemies do drop a ton of items, I just kind of, like, move on. That's a lot of wisps. Lots of wisps. Now, thankfully, my little walking turrets can take out this sort of thing, but man, that is a lot of enemies to deal with. I am so irritated at those two scavengers. The Coil will help a little bit. All the Coil does is when I'm sprinting, like I am now, you'll know I'm sprinting when the NG's thing turns around like that. Ooh, absolutely yes. So all the Coil does is when I'm sprinting, if I jump, I get launched forwards a little bit. That's all it does. Okay, this is kind of dangerous. Oh, very dangerous. Oh, I need to move. See how fast my my turrets died? Or one of my turrets died, and this guy will not leave me alone. Why are you so focused on me? Attack my turret! Okay, my turret's taking it out. Okay. The Dune Strider sucks in enemies, allies. It doesn't matter to it. It just sucks things in. gets a bunch of health back, and that's a problem for my turrets, because they're going to be up close and personal. Look at all that health they got back. Now, thankfully, it cannot do that often. There's a cooldown between when it can do that. But that is, that can be a problem sometimes. Ooh, okay, that's pretty hot. Got a ukulele out of it. So unfortunately, my one turret out right now is not getting the benefits of the ukulele. I would love it if it did. Bandolier is actually pretty good on the NG. I actually really like it on the NG because it refills my mines and it refills my turrets. Especially when I'm like trying to get new things to happen. Let's go very quickly see if... It's not in there. See if I can find... The time chest can be in, like, 4 different places. And I can't access all of them. There it is. Okay, cool. So we're gonna get the time chest. I'm gonna get a Prion accumulator again. Because I happen to be here this early. Oh, I heard that drop. Okay, just a coin. We like coins, but not the most exciting thing. However, that is a band. You know what? I have scrap. Hold on. Okay, let's head towards the exit. War banner's nice. What was this over here? That could be really nice if I could find a scrapper. Not gonna put too much effort into finding one, though. Dune Striders again. Okay, that didn't quite... Okay, that did kill one of them. Excellent. Okay, both of our Dune Striders have died. Okay, they're going to give me an interesting item. I'm not a big fan of the Mired Urn, but the way the Mired Urn works is that you target nearby enemies and allies. It's both, unfortunately. You target nearby enemies and allies, and it causes you to deal damage to them constantly, and then you gain health from the damage that you deal. Definitely a useful skill. But it does harm allies actively, so I'm always a bit kind of like, I don't like this that much. Unfortunately, we do have a little bit of trouble dealing with wisps. I personally have a little bit of trouble dealing with wisps. My turrets do not really have trouble dealing with wisps. The Mired Urn's very good in single player. It's also very good on like melee characters. It's not bad on the NG. So the big thing about the Mired Urn with the NG is that the characters attach to each other. So, like, both of my turrets are currently stealing health from each other, and then because of that, it's giving health back to each other as well. So I'm not really losing anything, necessarily. I do have 2 bosses up there that I'd like to get rid of before we really do anything. the exit's over there. This is the level with the extra flying boss. We are going to want to fight it for our red, because the only way we get a red on this level is to fight it. Okay, first of those guys is down. Now, unfortunately, my little turrets have trouble killing these flying bosses just because they're so high in the air. Slow. I need to move so that way I can get behind a wall or something when this thing decides to die. So when it does that attack, break line of sight, and you don't take damage. Okay, we did see a drop of the ocular HUD, which is cool. Not all that helpful to me right now, but it gives 100% crit for 8 seconds. Oh, I heard an item drop. Oh, hey, more sticky bombs. Increasing the chance of putting a sticky bomb down. I like it. We also picked up Old Guillotine for the first time this stream. At least I think it's the first time this stream. That's interesting. Just a normal pearl. Okay. Not a bad thing if we can find some lunar items, though. God, can you guys relax, please? So this just kind of starts happening once you get up to, like, harder difficulties and later levels. Enemies just drop items constantly. I would love to see some more soldier syringes. Okay, we're gonna double spawn. We're gonna spawn our boss, and then we're gonna take on the optional boss afterwards. Let's just kind of take down these magma worms as fast as I can, which is pretty darn fast, if I do say so myself. I mean, we are not slacking in boss killing here. There we go. Now is a reasonable time for the Lepton Daisy to spawn. We get another wax quail. Force Tome's not going to do much. The Rose Buckler's kind of nice to have, though. Excuse me? There we go. I'm mostly just trying to stay out of the way. Their damage is much higher than mine at this point. Cool, we got ourselves some bleed. Not a lot of bleed, unfortunately, but, you know. Got a little bit of bleed going on. That's absolutely going to help. Okay, got some crit. So we, you know, our crit exists. It's not good crit. There's the distant whirring. We need one more nest, and then the boss spawns. Now, unfortunately, I am the NG, so my mobility is really low, so this boss is not going to be easy for me. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Also, there's two of them. Thankfully, one went down pretty quick, or is going to go down pretty quickly. It's not dead yet. But it will go down pretty quickly because I did have a charge in the Preempt Accumulator ready. Okay, boss number 1 is down. One of my engineer turrets died almost instantly in the fight. This is not an easy boss to deal with. Okay, we got some, well, we had some bleed stacked. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, I got launched. Well, apparently I'm up here now. I live here now. Okay. Yep, it's absolutely doubled. I would love it if it would die. There we go. Now we get our rewards. We get our red item. That's not a bad red item. It's not my favorite, unfortunately. But we do get the Rejuvenation Rack. And the Rejuvenation Rack is pretty neat. All told, all of my healing is doubled now. And that applies to my turrets as well. So all of my healing is now doubled. That adds up. There are some pretty fantastic items that you can, Okay, let's go searching and see if there's any lunar pods in this floor. Because lunar pods would be awesome. Getting a pearl would be fantastic. Ooh, that was an equipment drone, so we're gonna go do this. Go over here, we're gonna go ahead and pick up the ocular HUD. Then we're gonna come back here. That's not an equipment drone, that's an emergency drone. I take it back. Well, the ocular HUD's probably going to be better than the other thing at this point. Eh. Oh, no. You. Activate. I'm just on the lookout for one of those lunar buds right now. I don't know if there will be one. I see the Newt Alter. Can't access it. Oh well. I was hoping to see a lunar bud because we could have gotten an item and immediately traded it in for that pearl. No such luck, though. Okay. Let's leave. Okay. Looking for my exit. Looking for my exit. It's all the way over there. Oh, dearie me. Ignore me, please. Ignore me. I don't exist. You don't see me. I am invisible. I am the invisible man. You do not see me. Oh, there's a Shrine of the Mountain. Hey. Hey, I would like it if you guys were here, please. Okay. Ow. Okay, there we go. It's kind of clearing enemies right now, just trying to have less in the area. Oh dear. Focus Crystal's actually reasonably good with these turrets because they're always so close to their enemies. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and activate the boss. Magma worms. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of magma worms. Most of them died basically instantly. I am taking a lot of damage, and then I'm getting a lot of life back, so, you know. Life's not all that bad. Okay, are my enemies dead? They're not dead to my satisfaction. Why are you guys still alive? Can we? Thank you. Appreciate you. Okay, what did we get? Oh, well, we got launched upwards is what we got. That's not ideal. Back down, please. So we got a squid polyp, so when I activate things, which is almost never, we gain a squid turret that will help us. We do get more medkits. We have 5 medkits, so when I get hit, 2 seconds after I get hit, I gain, like, all of my health back at this point. So, I mean, that's exciting and all, but, you know. There was an item down there. I want it. I don't know what it is. Yoink. Hey, it's a Pulse Goat Hoof. We got our first Pulse Goat Hoof of the run. There was a bleed right there. I'm not worried about the eye. I am worried about the malachite I just heard. No. You guys play back there. Okay, that got a couple items. You'll notice my other turrets are dying really fast. That does happen. Hey, look, it's another Prion accumulator. How useful. Here, you play with those. Oh. Ooh. Aye, I'll take that. Oh! Okay. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, enemies are dropping items. There's some bleed. My drones died in there, which means there's malachite in there. Kind of a frightening. There it is. Kind of a frightening thing to hear about, Malachite being in an area that you happen to be in. Look, more sticky bombs. Can you guys stop spawning? I'm just trying to go over to that side to get items. Christ. Tell you what, I'm just gonna kind of go and over in a thiswardly. No, you can just die. What I wanted to see is if there were any hermit crabs over here. Apparently that would be too much to ask for. Like, this would be the run to get the Hermit Crab achievement, because I do not have the Tesla Coil on me this time. So what happens? No Hermit Crabs. Hey, we finally got a Berserker Spauldron, killing, like, 3 enemies within a second or 2. Oh, that's a lot of Malachite over here. I don't know where the enemy is that spawned all of this Malachite bullshit. Are there just no... Seriously, not a single hermit crab spawned that day? What is with my luck? That is kind of nonsense. Oh, hey, there's a hermit crab. Okay. So what you have to do is just have to get up in their face and all of that. Hey. Hey, you. And, right, it dies because I have a completely different passive effect. Don't mind me. Okay. Well, that died from something else. Hermit crab, I need you to, yeah, run. Run in that direction. Yes. Yes. Fall off. Nope, don't stop. Keep running. Okay. We have successfully killed a hermit crab, ladies and gentlemen. I did it. I killed one. I have a couple more I have to kill, at least, so let's keep on the lookout. This is kind of the best level for me to do Hermit Crab, which is one of the reasons why I'm kind of, like, hanging out. Okay, you, start running. Run that way. Yes. No, don't stop. Oh dear. And I got sniped out of the air. Does it give me something? I need a number of them. So that was annoying because an enemy that... an enemy that had just spawned behind me came in, detonated next to me, which launched me into the air. And then wisps are basically hit scan. So if a wisp shoots at you, you have very little time to dodge, and there's no dodging in the air. So wisp just decided to kill me. So, unfortunately, I'm still waiting on that achievement. So that is to unlock this item right here. So we've got to kill 20 hermit crabs. Now, I can go check my challenges, and I can see that I need 20, and I've gotten, like, maybe 14, 13 of them. So I just need to kind of continue working on getting rid of them. But okay, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I'm going to go have dinner and go do something else. I will catch you guys again on Thursday. See you soon.